What's up, YouTube? This is TheBillyBobHD bringing you another Let's Play. Today, I've got some more Victoria 2, Heart of Darkness, playing as Iraq. And let's go ahead and unpause it. Last episode, we completely annexed Madagascar down here, which was super sweet. The biggest problem, though, was we actually lost our fleet in the mix. Don't really know how that happened, to be honest. It was a pretty shitty fleet. It just had some transport ships in it, so actually let's go ahead and pause the game really quickly here because I want to try to build some more Clipper transports, because we'll build 5 of them. What that's going to do is it's going to allow me to transport some of these guys back home. I'm going to leave a small stack here in Madagascar, though. 9,000 men. Look at this actual huge stack we can build on their own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be a 15 stack when it's said and done. So actually, I'm going to take this entire 30 stack and bring it back to Baghdad. The year is 1911. And we did pick up some prestige from annexing Madagascar, but it didn't really help our overall ranking in the world because, obviously, other nations are doing ill shit as well. So you've still got Persia behind us. We're ranked number 23 in the world. You've got Persia here at number 25. That's what's happening. You've got the Chinese regions here really coming up at this point. Manchuria is still behind me, but you've now got the Chinese Empire into a secondary power status, which is this blue here. Interesting. Interesting. I've got rebels. Rebels on my hands, I tell you. It looks like we already took care of them, though. Yeah. I'm going to put those guys on automatic rebel hunt. Automatic rebel hunt. No. We can do a new reform, so let's check that out. Not a lot of popularity with any of these, to be honest. I think I'm going to go with the trinkets. No, trinket pensions. That's what most people wanted, even though it wasn't a ton. And let's take these guys, bring them to port over here. Hopefully they don't die out on the sea, actually. I didn't think about that. I should have let them have a chance to sort of get in there and improve a little bit. That's okay, they're making it, though. Alright, here's my new stack starting here in Madagascar. So that'll be good. We've still got a couple of chunks of uncolonized land here in Africa. You can sort of see that, and there's not much I can do about it because, one, I'm not a secondary power. You have to be blue on this map, so we are yellow. Which is not as bad as the red stuff. The red countries are pretty bad off. Okay, crisis has been averted, so that's good. Let's bring this ship over here. And you can see now all of these little African stacks that I've got going. So we'll go ahead and combine them. So when we look at the territory back home here, I only have a few choices in terms of where I can expand. So if you look at Ottomans here, that's definitely not a good idea. You can see they've got alliances with France, Italy, Sweden, etc. If you look at Persia, also pretty bad idea just because they're allied with the Russians. Although I don't think the Russians would be able to help them at this point because, I don't know if you guys can see that, but humongous fucking rebellion going on right now. Abu Dhabi, they don't have any alliances, but you've got Japan and Britain that are trying to sphere them. And what that means is they will actually come to their defense in a war if I were to start a war with those guys. Alright, load that up on a boat. Alright. And we're only going to be able to take 15,000 men at a time back home. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll take these guys, move them back up north to Baghdad. You guys can chill in the capital there. Alright, we're headed up. We're headed upwards. Let's see. Okay, so here's my new stack. They're just, you've got to let them sit for a little bit and gain organization. That's what that green bar is. And the Ottomans are all over my territory. It's because that I had an alliance with them previously. Looks like they're at war with Portugal, actually, so... Infamy. Infamy's hurting me. They now have too many alliances to take me back. But I have been working on increasing relations with Persia just because I don't want them to attack me and have the Russians behind them. I currently don't have any allies. You've got the Japanese and the Americans that are already friendly with my country. And interestingly enough, you've got the Brits and now the Germans investing into that as well. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. Persia's only hope. If we look over here, yeah, they're not in a sphere or anything like that, but they are in the Russian. They are allied with the Russians. So, what's crazy about these communist revolts is the fact that they're showing 123 military power. What does that mean? That's like 300,000 men that they've got at their disposal. What the hell they're doing with them, I don't know. You've got Mongolia here being attacked by the Chinese Empire. Actually, let's go to the Diplomacy tab and take a look. Chinese restoration of order to the Mongolian. Yeah. Yep, they're going to annex Mongolia. And then you've got the Japanese that are fighting Kalat. Where's that? Down here? Okay, the Chinese just took Mongolia. Yeah, man. Wow. Pretty big, pretty big. Alright, the guys should have made it back home now. They have. Let's take our shitty little fleet back over here to Madagascar and pick up the rest of that 15 stack. Bring those guys back home. New research time. Haven't done anything with Navy. Commerce could use some help. Culture could use some help. So could industry. Let's go with Impressionism. That's going to give me a prestige bump right off the bat. Nice, nice. Alright, so the fleet should be back on their way down. They are. Now, going back to what I was talking about before, so we looked at the Ottomans as a target, we looked at the Persians as a target, but and Abu Dhabi as a target, which now the Brits have successfully sphered, so can't do anything with that. But here's the other crazy thing. You've got UK that's taken this area here, which used to be Oman, I think, and then you've got Yemen down here that's held by the Dutch, so I have negative relations with the Dutch, pretty good relations with the British, although they will come nowhere close to being allies with me. So I'm sort of, I'm just sort of sitting in freaking limbo here. Another interesting thing to point out, France has turned communist. Holy crap. France is now communist. Yep, that's about it right now. The Soviet rebels haven't even finished off here in Russia yet. Like, we don't even have a Soviet Union yet. One thing we could think about doing was attacking Ethiopia here. The way we would get there is through this little chunk here of uncolonized land, but now you've got the Ethiopians in the American sphere. How about Egypt? That would be kind of a stupid territory to hold over here. It wouldn't have access to any ports or anything like that. You've got the Dutch that are friendly with them, meaning they'll defend them. While I'm thinking about it, let's work on our relations with Netherlands. And we might as well bump up with the Brits as well. And then, sure, why not with the Russians, right? I want everyone to be my friend while I have no allies. We can build more units in Africa, so that's good news. Let's go with a couple dragoons down there. Alright, and we'll take the rest of this unit, put them on the boats, and bring them back home there. Alright, sweet. So this will be my new stack that's purely just a Madagascar stack. Actually, I might even bring some of these guys up back home, because I'm getting some good manpower out of this right now. Yeah, 230k alone, just in Madagascar in that region. 300,000 total. Looking at like 500,000. Like, we doubled our population size by annexing Madagascar. I didn't have quite 1 million, you know, before we did that. So that's happy news. Go back to the Brits here. Increase relations. I'm going to bump all of these relations up as much as I can because I still have 16 infamy to my name. We picked up like 20. We picked up like 20 infamy while taking over Madagascar. The rest of the world hated that shit, but too bad. Which caused... There we go. This guy's back home, so we'll put him away. Now, let's speed up time a little bit here. My new units in Madagascar should be coming up pretty soon. There we go, and combine this 30 stack like that. And now I'm going to put you back over here in Kuwait. Research. What do we want next, guys? I'll take Expressionism just to help with that prestige score yet again. And then... let's see. Oh, it's already 1912, guys. Already 1912. I can hear the... Can you guys hear the sound? I can hear the sound of new units. Hallelujah. There we go. 21 stacks sitting there now. That is more than plenty to deal with any like uprisings we have down here. I'm going to let them sit for the time being. Really? Portugal? I just noticed this. Switzerland is a great power. That is crazy. Switzerland is a great power. Who is right behind them? Yeah. Is it Italy? No, they're close. It's Russia. So Russia is going to be taking over great power status from Switzerland. When that happens... Switzerland doesn't have any allies either. Oh, yeah, they do. Holy shit. Belgium, Netherlands, Spain. I was looking at potentially attacking Portugal here. Like as a little launch-off point. How about Zulu? We could attack Zulu. Full citizenship, yeah. Potentially Transvaal after that. How about Zulu? Is anyone trying to sphere them? They've got a lot of population. Oh, the Brits are, of course. How about Transvaal? Again, the British. They've got like ridiculous unlimited diplomacy points, I swear. They're all over the place. There's no getting away from them. Tripoli. Allied with Algeria. It's interesting that these haven't been annexed yet. Tripoli is a good target, but the problem is access to the sea has been taken away by the Ottomans here. So it's hard to gain access over there. Ooh, interesting. American Morocco, huh? You've got half of Morocco as being Spanish, the other half being American. If I look back over here, can't attack them. Can't attack them or them. Afghanistan's back. I think Persia just, I think Persia tried to annex Afghanistan earlier in the campaign. Didn't go so well, did it, Persia? Yeah, we want free trade in our country. Abso-fucking-lutely. You know, we could potentially become allies with Persia. But where are they really going to help me in terms of attacking? They're not, because they're not a great power. Russians still do not like me. Okay, we just researched a bunch of shit, actually. Let's go with the biologism here. That's going to let me pick up the education, because right now my country, only 16% of people are actually educated. We can actually... we're making a lot of money now. So we'll bump up the education all of the way. Admin, we can sort of leave down here. Military spending's all the way up. Social spending on pensions, even. Well, we might as well keep it going just because I can afford it. Yeah, we're making lots of money. Coming up on $700,000 in the bank, so... While I'm thinking about it, can we finish building any railroads? Yes, we can. We can update railroads, too. We also need to build some new factories. If I go like this, go to the regional map view here. And what that's going to do is it's going to let me sort of expand all of these territories at once. What am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. Alright, I've got railroads being built everywhere now. So that'll be good. If we go back to research, yeah, that was expensive. Wow. Over like $100,000. We can actually boost up the military even further. I'll put some artillery out there. And 2 guards in Asia there. Nice. So that'll bring me up to a 30 stack up here in Baghdad, as well as another 30 stack here in Basra. Very nice, very nice. Looking good, looking good. Alright, once that finishes, we can actually jump back over here to the military research and get aeronautics going. So we'll do that. Start research. Hell yeah. Burning off that infamy, man. It's still in the 13 range. Really need to get that back down to 0 before, you know, someone's gonna agree to be my ally. Increase relations there with UK. Persia's still barely positive. Russia's still barely positive. So that's fine with me. Ottomans still will not take me. If we look back over here... Okay. What the hell? What the hell? We're now in the Japanese sphere. So, let's see if they'll ally with me. I doubt it. They will not accept. We could get there. It's really the only choice I have for a nice ally without trying to get out of their sphere. So they've forcibly taken me into their sphere. Not much I can do about it. Oh, we've got space to build more armies. In Africa, we'll do that. And so next episode, I'm going to begin the process of shipping some of these units back to the mainland. I've got a surplus of soldiers down here. We don't really need that many. So, and we're also, in the next episode, going to maybe look at taking out Zulu. But probably not, because they're going to be in the... They're going to be in the freaking British sphere any moment now. Alright, we'll take care of these rebels. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, this has been the TheBillyBobHD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment if you've enjoyed this content, and we'll catch you again next time.